welcome back to Komal's kitchen. And today I'm going to show you, I think, the most popular dessert that is just people in Pakistan are going crazy about this dessert and have been for quite a long time, at least 3 or 4 years. And it is called the 3 milk cake. It, I think, originates, I'm not sure, from Mexico, and the right way to pronounce it is tres leches. Tres leches. That is what I'm making, tres leches. Stay tuned. So the first thing that we're going to need is, मैंने देखा है अपने experience में that the best way the tres leches bakes is in a ceramic or glass casserole dish. We're going to, with clean hands, generously butter our casserole dish. The sides, make sure that the corners are nicely buttered. So this is about a tablespoon of butter that I've used quite generously, right? And we are going to preheat our oven to, let me check my notebook. Now the reason I'm using a recipe book, ये देखें, ये मैंने खास आप लोगों के लिए बनाई है क्योंकि oops, मुझे आदत है कि I just bang things and I don't really follow any recipe, or I've used like 10,000 recipes and make it in one. But for Komal's kitchen, I have started a book ताकि आप लोगों को कोई confusion नहीं हो. Preheat our oven to about 175 degrees. ठीक है, so that it's nice and warm. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need 2 bowls, one to whip the egg whites in and one to whip the yolks in. Please make sure कि आप जो अंडे लें आपके white में yellow बिल्कुल भी नहीं आए. So you see, ये सब हमारी मुर्गियों ने अंडे दिए. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 5 eggs, all right. Now I'd like to do it like this. You can do it however you like. And we are going to take our egg whites and we're going to beat them with, अगर आपके hand muscles strong हैं to use your whisk, or I like to take the shortcut, so I'm going to use an egg beater. ज़रा सा ये froth हो जाए, like about after 1 minute, ठीक है? I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar slowly, so 1 tablespoon at a time. I'm going to keep adding it until stiff peaks form. Here we go. And our egg whites are done. The first thing that you need is 3/4 cup of sugar. This is about 3/4 cup. Bung that in and beat it until it becomes a pale yellow color. Scrape down the sides so that we get all of that sugar and yolk. This is what adds the sweetness and the richness to it. Right, so now you can see this is forming kind of thick ribbons. Right at this stage we know that our egg yolks are also done. And look at how beautiful. Let's get all this yummy goodness off of our beaters, and you can see how creamy that is. This is literally just egg yolks and sugar. Right, we bring it back over here, and in this we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Now if you can find vanilla extract, that is great, but I am stuck, so I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. 1/3 cup of whole milk, guys. full fat milk यानी. Right. We're going to give that a quick mix. And then इसी पे आप एक सिर्फ डालेंगे 1 cup of flour, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, not soda, baking powder. So that's 1 and then another half. Right? 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and a healthy pinch of salt, because salt always brings out the sweetness. So about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and we are just going to sieve it in to our yolk mixture. There we go. Look at how lovely and thick that looks. That is amazing. अब TRES leches की जो मेन बात है ना, वो ये कि जब हम उसमें जो 3 मिल्क का कॉम्बिनेशन है वो कुक्ड केक पे ऊपर डालते हैं तो वो सोक अप कर लेता है. In order for it to soak up, it needs to be really airy. So this, my friend, is your TRES leches best friend. Okay, when you add this to your yolk mixture, please don't go. Okay, just fold gently. Fold gently. You don't have to do it all in one go. If you're scared, you can just add half first. But you know, try and make sure that the air in the egg white does not, the air bubbles don't get destroyed. So we're just going to gently fold it in until you don't see any streaks of white. And that is literally as much as I'm going to mix it, maybe about a minute or 2 max, right? Now our mixture is done. We're going to bring our casserole dish that we have buttered. It is 9 by 13 inches. You can do a round one too if you want. And I am just going to put this in like this. Right, let's try and get this as evenly as we can across the dish. That looks beautiful and fluffy. And we are going to put this in our oven in 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 175 Celsius, 350 degrees, preheated oven. We are going to pop this right in the middle, like this, and we are going to close it, and we're going to bake it for about 25 minutes until our skewer comes out clean. Sneak peek time, guys! Check this out! That's what it should look like in 15 minutes. We're going to give this another 10 to 15 minutes. Right, so it's been about 25 minutes. I'm going to do a quick test over here to see if our cake is done. For that, I'm going to insert this in the middle, and it's come out clean, which means it is ready. I'm going to take it out. Oh God, that looks beautiful. Woohoo! Okay. And we are going to shut the oven. इसको हम थोड़ा सा कूल डाउन होने देंगे, थोड़ा सा सेटल हो जाएगा. इसको बिल्कुल रूम टेम्परेचर नहीं आने देंगे. We are going to now put our 3 milk concoction on top of this. So while this is cooling, come over here. I am going to show you what to do. We're going to take whipping cream, not regular cream, whipping cream. We're going to put about 1/3 cup of whipping cream. 1 cup of condensed milk, yummy. 1 cup really heaped, okay, like right to the top, okay. Add आजा. Right, so 1 cup of condensed milk. Take all of it out. And 1.5 cups of evaporated milk. Sorry. Overexcited हो गई मैं इतने सारे मज़े की चीज़ें देख के. So 1 cup and another half cup. So 1.5 cups evaporated milk. Take a smaller whisk and just make sure that all of these things are nicely blended. Right, so that's nice and mixed, and I am going to clean this up before I show you how to pour it onto the cake. So now I'm going to show you how to make the frosting, which is very simple. I'm just going to take I think it's 200 mils. Yeah, 200 mils of whipping cream. Okay. And 2 tablespoons of castor sugar. And the reason we're using castor sugar or icing sugar is because it's not granulated, so it's finer. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons, 1 and 2. And with my egg beater, I am just going to whip it until it is whipped. This is quite stiff now. It has been whipped to kingdom come. So this is still hot, alright? It is not 100% room temperature. I am going to take a knife or a fork and I'm going to poke holes in this cake so that जब मैं ये liquid डालूंगी तो it will just absorb all that yummy liquid into the cake. So just make sure the entire cake is nice and perforated, right? Now I know this looks like a lot of liquid, but don't worry, ये सब फ्रिज में absorb हो जाएगा. जो भारी मिल के नीचे settle हो गया होगा, so that's why I'm giving it a quick whisk again, and slowly we're going to pour it over our cake. So when you're doing the pouring, make sure that जिस भी dish में आपका ये sponge रखा हुआ है, this has a high sides, like this has high sides, because ये definitely drip होगा and you don't want it all over your countertop. You need to be a bit patient. And now I'm going to cover this with cling film and put it in the fridge for an hour and bring it out for my strawberry jam topping and whipped. Alright, so while our cake is cooling down, I am going to show you how to make a strawberry jam, and that's literally any strawberry jam, okay? You could make it with corn flour and sugar and fruits and all of that, but I am not going to do that. I'm just going to take my favorite strawberry jam and I'm going to take out a nice, maybe about good like 3/4 of a cup to a cup, and I'm just going to इसको ज़रूर जो भी जैम यूज़ कर रहे हैं इसको निकाल के पहले एक छोटा सा विस्क दे दीजिएगा बोल में, क्योंकि वो क्लम्पी जली लाइक हो जाता है और उसको स्प्रेड करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू गिव इट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ ए मिक्स इन माई बोल, एंड इट्स probably been about an hour. Let's see if it's been absorbed, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has beautifully absorbed into my cake. As you can see how gorgeous and glistening. Oh my god, that looks so good. So good. And that has become all absorbed, and I am going to take a spoon, a larger spoon, and I'm going to put a very thin layer, and the strawberry jam adds like a little tartness to the sweetness of the cake and the light creaminess of the whipped cream on top. That little thin layer of strawberry jam is just, I love it, You can skip it, but I personally love it. And we're just going to spread it very gently, because our cake is very delicate, on top like this, a very thin layer. Okay, and now we have our strawberry yummy delicious tart fruity layer in the middle, and then we're just going to take our whipped cream that we whipped with a little bit of caster sugar or icing sugar, and we could either plop this like this and make it a nice thick even layer, or you could do the cheaters version and get a whipping cream can and just go however you like it, right? So you can do either way. A whipping cream is whipping cream. I am going to use all this delicious yumminess, and I'm going to make a nice thick layer and spread it across my cake. Yum. And there you go, guys. Our beautiful TRES leches is all done. And now it's time to take out our first slice. Ooh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect TRES leche. And come over here and see, there are no juices. The cake absorbed all that liquid. And come and see the sides. Now that is what I call the perfect TRES leches. Now I'm going to try it and give you my weird faces that I do after I eat something that is really good. I already know this is going to be fantastic, but you know what? Look at this, look at this. See this? See this? See how soft and moist that is? Oh my god, I'm so excited! Oh my god. Wow. Best cake ever. So delicious. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this whole tray, literally, and not share it with anybody. Try it at home. Please comment below आप मुझसे और क्या देखना चाहते हैं, and do try this recipe and let me know what you think. Komal's Kitchen say that cake is still in my mind. I will see you next time.